time. Time now that I'm like a week washed of not playing this. Actually 2 weeks. Finally fulfilling Wolfie's request, yeah, her request of seeing Map Rondo. It's kind of weird considering I always play it, but I mean, you do what you want.
WolfieX just subscribed.
Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Thanks for the resub. No need to sub as I'm playing Map Round already for you, but you know, it's nice. Stupid ads. Oh, you should have told me that you weren't subbed, otherwise I would have done like a 5-minute ad. Maybe in like a 20-minute. I think they go up to 20. What a rare playthrough. Yeah, it really is. I mean, like, I don't really know what else to play. I don't really have a backup. At least I don't think I do, right? Let me look at my Dolphin library. Yeah, I don't really have a backup. Oh well. It's like too late to like start something new. Since it's already been 2.5 hours? Yeah, 2.5 hours. And it starts stream late, so I can't think of anything else to do. You sound sleepy? No, I'm just hungry. Actually, let me check my Steam real quick. Maybe Steam might have something. It'll either be Map Rando, Hatsune Miku, or what else? What else do I have? Yeah, that's it. Everything else I think would take too long. Definitely over an hour. But easiest Super Metroid Map Rando because I could just not think. I've done enough thinking for the week. I'd rather not think about how Miss Sanderson doesn't want to end up with me anymore. Take it out on Overwatch players. Maybe not on stream, but maybe off stream. I don't know. They're okay. Yeah, that is an option too. I'm throwing your games because Miss Sanderson chose Mr. Sanderson and not me. Hope you understand. I should just straight up let Miss Sanderson left me and play sideway music in the background. Yeah, I'll just play nothing but Drake. I'm not bother changing YouTube stuff. YouTube can just be in Chibi Robot category. It's fine. Also, I did see there's another case in Hero of Law that's hidden. I did not know that. I think it's like a small mini case, but it's like about an hour or something. And I can do that instead, actually. I think I should, actually. You know, I will. I don't know how to access it, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Ocarina of Time. Hero of Law. DLC. I put away my PlayStation controller. Alright, bring back GameCube controller. See what you do, Wolfie. Also, yeah, I guess my OBS has that thing where if I disconnect the PlayStation controller when it's connected, it crashes again. I don't remember what I did to fix that though, but it has that issue again. So I just disconnected my DualSense controller and it just crashed OBS. Anyways, let's see. I think all the YouTubes are fine still, right? I think they're fine. Yeah, I probably should change the YouTube titles at least. Oh, you hum, you Wolfie. You know what you did. Hero of Law. Or no. Ocarina of Time, duh. It's putting it in a game category, Hero of Law. Oops, up in the Blizzard. Battle.net. That's a gross thing I have. I should uninstall. Ew, yucky. Overwatch update started. Screw you, shut up. Get out of here. Do it live. Maybe next time. I should do it on like, on what? Battle.net, Steam, and PlayStation, and my Switch. If I still have it downloaded on my Switch, I should do it on all 4. Let's see, 64. Wait, it's kind of in directories? I don't remember it telling me to do that last time. Weird. Run. Why are you not capturing Retro Arc? There you go. I don't know if I have to update my game or if it's on my version of the game, so I'll see right now. That should be under scene select, I think. Yeah. I think this thing. I think after this, I think this unlocks the next thing or something. I briefly saw a video about this super talent game. Jump, run, move. Okay. Awkward. I have to use my. Okay, I can use my stick. Okay, just Mario. It's easy. Easy stuff. You wall jump? It's a little janky, but you can do it. Oh, that works. Easy. Wow, I really needed one of those. Thanks. In return, I'll tell you about a secret I've heard, supposedly. There's a game with a giant egg in which you become a criminal. And a pair of games with climate change and time travel. They say that extras can be unlocked by connecting them on title screen using a certain accessory. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. See ya. Yeah, because I know you're supposed to connect the game with the Game Boy Reader or something. Hold up. There might be another version. Let me check. They're supposed to have all of them unlocked, I believe. I won't take that long to patch. Now my data should transfer over. Yeah, there's a 1.03. I want version 1.0. Let me quickly update it. ROMs. Or no, games. Mods. Zelda. OT. Okay, I got the new patch. Let me close this. Then games, mods, Zelda, OT, Hero of Law. One point oh, and save, and I should be able to drag and drop. I should have my data. Okay, we're in version 1.03 now. Okay, maybe not. Hold up. Do I actually have to do that? I mean, it wouldn't take me that long to do, I think, right? Check this real quick. I'm modding. Hero of Law. Game Boy, not Game Boy Advance, and if you unlock the extra with the cheat code, you don't need to do this. And to do the... Wait, it's cheat code? There's two ways. Connect one with Zelda Oracles and Link's Awakening, or Link's Awakening DX via transfer pack. Go to settings, check brightness. Okay, this is the cheat, I guess. Go to settings, check brightness. And using the C button and a play Song of Time. Most likely it caused the events from the opening of Link's Awakening. Wait, what? Using the C buttons and A, play the Ocarina of Time song, most likely to cause the events from the opening of Link's Awakening. I'm sure that's Link's Awakening. Thunderstorm, I guess? So... How does Song Storms go? Wait, do I have my C button working? Hold up, I gotta check now. I don't know if my C buttons work again. Okay, C buttons do work. Wait, no, that's Z. I forgot, so I have to do... AZ up. Okay. Duh. I don't know why it didn't work. Close. Zero blah. Settings, check brightness. There you go. So in theory, that should do it. Yeah, okay, cool. What is this? Card game? The rules. Cards are drawn, you pick how much to bet by clicking the rupees, and which cards are placed by clicking them. Bingo decides his bet, and cards to replace. Winner gets all times 2. The Tingle is worth more than Ganon, and is worth more than Zelda. Zelda's worth more than Link. Link is worth more than a heart, and a heart is worth more than a rupee. Okay. Cards are drawn. You must pick how many to bet by clicking the rupees. What does it do? What? Pick which cards to replace by clicking them. Okay. Yes. Okay, so... should get rid of rupee. Okay, I think that's a good hand, right? Never mind. Okay. We got rolled. Okay, I have a pair of tingles. Wait, I lost? Okay, so... I guess order doesn't matter? It just matters what you have the most of? So what? This would be like a guaranteed win, I think. Okay. I don't know much about card games, but this is kind of cool. This is like a trash pull, I think. So we bet 2. Oh, maybe decent. Oh no, he has pairs. I think if he didn't have the extra pair, it would have been good. How do I undo it? Whatever. So a 3 pair beats a 2 pair? That's lame. I mean, my odds are like very low for this, right? And we'll keep Link. We'll put 2. Alright, 2 pairs. Okay. Is there like a certain amount to reach? To like win-win? We'll keep Cannon. Zelda for a Zelda, nice. It's like a completely trash. I want to at least get to 30. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, it's actually a good hand. Maybe 30 is possible. Better get rid of Tingle. What do? We'll be stingy. Tingle for Tingle, nice. 2 pairs. Damn, full house. Keep Link. I don't. Yeah, this is a good Prism song. This is a trash pool. At least one beats it though. Do 3. Surely doesn't have full house. Or 3 pair. Oh man, this is loaded. No way he beats me. Alright, we got 30. Get out of here. Alright, it's time for the new scene. New case. This case contains spoilers for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Progress through the story will overwrite your current progress through the main story of Hero of the Law. Yeah, sure. Don't care. This case works best if Link is a thief in your Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening save file. Blah, 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 I don't care. Continue anyway, yes. June 6th, 2:17 a.m. Hyrule Grand Court, courtroom number 7. You made it in time, I guess. Still, no clue why on earth they called me in here for on this ungodly hour. You? Yes, me. I don't like being woken up at 2 a.m. either, believe me. I really hope this old fool has a good explanation for this. Old fool? You mean the judge? Ah, I see. You're both already here. Splendid. Oh, I gotta open my chat again. Okay. I was hoping this wasn't too much of an inconvenience for you. That remains to be seen what could possibly be so important about this burglary case as to warrant this kind of urgency. Case? We're doing a trial? You mean you haven't been told, defense? Oh dear, my apologies. I suppose I did order the soldiers not to tell anyone about what happened. You must have interpreted that a bit too literal. But that's fine. Secrecy is a paramount here. Yes, having an entire entourage of Hylian soldiers arriving at the Gerudo fortress in the middle of the night was the pinnacle of stealth. No one knows. It's a secret to everybody. Hold it. Wait a moment. I can't just defend someone. I can't just defend someone off the cuff like this. That'd be incredibly unfair to the defendant. Oh, doubting your skills? As much as I'd like to agree with you, defense, we have no choice in the matter. This trial must happen this very moment. Well, get on with it, then, old man. What is this about? Right, yes, of course. Let me start from the beginning. A few hours ago, I was finishing my daily ablutions when a green light appeared within my chambers. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. The night literally became day before my very eyes. And that wasn't all. People started to come out of the light. I was shaken with fear. One of those people claimed to be the goddess herself, Hylia. What? I know, believe me. I was as flabbergasted as you are. The goddess proceeds to explain that in another world, one of her chosen heroes had been severely punished for committing such terrible deeds. She decided that someone else should determine whether this punishment was just or not, and sure, her own bias would not affect the outcome. Our own world was chosen as the best candidate to make this judgment. Okay. Okay. This is a joke, alright? There's no way any of that is true. This is insane. Yes, it seems the judge has completely lost his marbles. Clearly his age is caught up to him. I will be I will be filing appropriate notices as soon as I can. At the very least, we can both get back to sleep quickly. It is true. Oh, I believe I know of just the way to convince you both. Soldiers, please call in the defendant. The defendant? Well, what the? Jesus Christ. the, 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 defense? Defense? What's happening? We don't have time to watch you pass out. Get yourself together. Oh, right. That's what happened. Well, defense, are you convinced now? I guess I can't deny it, can I? That's definitely me. Younger, wilder perhaps, but sure enough. I guess so. Excellent. In that case, let us formally begin. This court is now in session for the trial of L. The thief? Thief of Coconut Island. Objection! Your Honor, you can't just declare him the thief from the get-go. No, of course not. I have his name written down right here. It seems I'm unable to say it. Fascinating. A curse of sorts? I assume this is the punishment where not, or where to decide is just not just? Just? How could this be just? To be forever called a thief by everyone? Even I cannot say my own name anymore. That's funny, because if I did connect the Game Boy thing, I don't know if I would have been able to, because I'm not sure how to do it with RetroArch. I'm sure there's a way, but instead of thief, it would say Benny. That would be funny, because, well, it would be very suiting. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it seems right to me. After all, everyone is just speaking the truth, are they not? The defense commands the prosecution abstain from claiming unproven statements. I firmly believe my client's innocent and, of course... Oh, well... About that... I might have actually done it. Oh. Yes, Her Greatness did specify that the defendant's guilt was non-negotiable. We are only here to determine whether the punishment he faces for it was reasonable. Now then, prosecution, please give your opening statement. What? I don't know anything about this case, old man. You only just called us in here, remember? You're the one with all the details, so go on. Get to it. Well, I suppose I... Actually, why don't we just let the victim describe what happened? He should have the most accurate knowledge of the event. This must be some kind of nightmare. Every good lawyer knows you should never defend yourself. Does this count? Alright, who are you then? Ah yes, myself, I own the tool shop back in Coconut, I do. The greatest shop in town, it is, I tell ye. It's the only shop in town. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not so close. No touching, you don't know what could happen. The world could implode. I don't think the goddess would allow this whole thing if that were a real possibility. So what is, if the only shop? There's no better in this world or the next. Never seen anyone complaining. Yes, whatever. Now tell us what happened. How did you let yourself get swindled so easily? Hey, I'll say it all. Just watch me. Yeah, just watch. It talks weird. The Great Heist. Choose just a normal day. I was tending to me cash register, and suddenly the kid busts in. A green blur, I tell ye. He grabs the nearest thing and runs behind meself. So I turn around, but he ain't there anymore. So I turn back to the entrance. Ay, caramba, he's gone. Nowhere to be seen, I tells ye. I can't afford me whereas going for free, you know? They're already cheap as possible. Why, I thought, well, I suppose he did already pay the ultimate price. Ultimate price of what? Why, what a descriptive testimony. I feel as if I were there. Hold on, there's just one thing I'm confused about. Who was it that set this up? Curse or whatever it is on my client? It was me, of course. What kind of shopkeeper would I be without some magic? I know how it looks, but the guy can literally shoot deadly energy beams. I would not underestimate him. Alright, of course. Without further ado, please proceed with the cross-examination defense. What do I do this again? Press. Do you get many customers at your store on regular days like this, Witness? Nay, I can't say I do. It's a small town, you know? Besides, I think lately the people have been spending their money at that blasted trendy game. Ooh, that four-eyed scoundrel running such an eyesore. Trendy game? It's a crane game that's also in town, 10 rupees per game. It's pretty easy to win. Huh. There's something wrong if people prefer to literally gamble on a crane game than buy from this guy. Please continue, Witness. Inside this kid first stand green blur, I tell you. A blur? Are you sure that this was definitely my client? Swear on me, mom. Gonna be anyone else. It's a small town, you know. I know everyone there. No one else wears weird green dresses. Hey, this is my finest tunic. I fail to see how this matters in any case. Have you forgotten that your doppelganger's guilt has already been established defense? Forgotten? No, but I wish I could. What is it that was stolen anyway? Why does it matter? He stole something, and that's that. No need to be getting into the nitty-gritty. As it happens, defense, the goddess the goddess herself forbade us from talking about this. She calls it a technical limitation, whatever that means. What? But that's the most important question here. What if it was something cheap? Surely we can agree this punishment is too severe. It is what it is. I must ask you to drop this line of questioning. This is ridiculous. Oi, don't look so glum, chum. Here you go. This is the filler or flyer with all the wares. That should give you an idea what it might have been. Say, well, it's something at least. Court accepts this filer into evidence. And witness, please continue. I wonder if I were to steal something in the game, if it would actually be the one thing that was stolen in this court case. Thieves are not welcomed. Bow 900, trouble 200, shield 20. So I turn around. A weird one to press on, but patrons can just really get behind the counter like that. Nay, of course not. I don't have a counter. What? Customers have to hold their items while I ring them up. But wouldn't the register have to be on a counter or something similar? Well, yeah, I suppose, but it's only big enough for me to register, not for any products too. That's what I meant. I see. You got a problem? Who are you to criticize me interior decor? Best to have as little extra fluff as possible. Keeps customers' eye on the wares, you see. Well, I can't deny there's some logic to that. But he ain't there anymore. Hey, actually, that reminds me. I noticed that the wall behind me was starting to get moldy. This stray thought distracted me for just a split second, you see? Is this all a joke? Some kind of skit? So I turned back to the entrance. Let me guess, he wasn't there either. As I live, the slimy rope. Your establishment doesn't exactly have the tightest security, does it? Bah, never needed any. Everyone in town trusts everyone else. Everyone was shocked when I told them I tells you. Shocked. I do have to ask, why did you need to steal from the store exactly? Well, you see, I really needed the things in there. Yes, that's what paying is for. I was shipwrecked, I wasn't exactly swimming in rupees. Defense, do you have an actual question for the witness? Oh, then let us move on. Continue, shopkeeper. What does that mean? Oh, that's right. This guy literally killed me when I went back into the store. What? You know, if you're going to make up a lie, at least make it believable. It's not a lie, it's true. How are you here then? I don't know. It got undone somehow? One moment I'm getting fried and then poof. I'm back at the doorstep and the guy is just smiling at me creepily. Surely death is enough of a punishment for theft. This all sounds very hard to believe, defendant. Well, what did the witness mean by the ultimate price then? Oh, I mean the curse I set on him, didn't I? Yes, that was it. Perfectly sensible. Okay, I'm starting to get goosebumps. But surely that is all there is to it. Oh, that's quite testimony. If you say so, you're the lawyer here. Whatever that means. Wait, are you saying there's no lawyers in your world at all? I don't think there are. How weird. I can't imagine how that would even work. Anyways, best to stay on track. I don't have much to work with here, so I should keep pressing for more details. I pressed on everything. Victim of crime owner in the town shop mall. Shovel, shield, arrow, bombs, parts. These are not welcome. Can't read what it says on the top. Best wares in Kohola Island, I think? Can't afford where it's going for free, you know, they're already cheap as possible. Why oughta? Well, this isn't really cheap. Suppose 900. Maybe it's that. Cheap, you say? That's not quite true now, is it? Whatever you mean, defense. Your Honor, if you look at the flyer the witness has so graciously provided with us, do any of the items in there seem like a bargain to you? Well, let's see. Goodness gracious! 980 rupees for a simple bow? Boy, that's more than I get paid in. Now wait just a bloomin' second. All the villagers be happy with me shop. No one ever complained, you know? That's so. Witness, tell me, how many customers do you get each day? That's not important. It's all because of that blasted trendy game. Not me fault folks prefer to play with the stupid grain. I do agree with the prices are a bit inflated. So what? What do you mean, so what? My other self needed to survive somehow, and the prices were entirely unreasonable. I was shipwrecked. It would have taken me months to get that kind of money. Yes. Given a survival scenario, I suppose it explains the defendant's motives, at the very least. Indeed. He just didn't steal out of malice, or with profit in mind. It was a life or death situation. Life or death, you say? Tell me, which one of the items listed in the flyer is necessary for survival precisely? Well, for instance... Ugh. Exactly. Maybe the recovery hearts? 10 rupees is way too much for those. Oh, I agree. That's a terrible deal given that you can get them by just cutting some grass. Yeah. Oh. Yes, everything the store carried one might need for survival could have been easily obtained elsewhere. The defendant had no pressing need to steal anything. The prosecution makes a valid point. There's no food or water listed among the wares after all. I wasn't trying to survive. I was trying to leave the island. Leave the island? Blah. And how would you do that using this set of items? Pray tell. Were you planning to paddle off the island with a shovel? No, not directly like that. The island can't be escaped by normal means. I needed them to wake up the windfish. What? The heck is a windfish? I'm not sure. Right. So you knew it needed to be awakened because an owl told me. Are you trying not to make sense at this point? Who? Perhaps I can shed some light on this particular matter. By Jove, is that a talking owl? Who? It feels like I was needed, and so I came. Hoot. You would be wise not to scoff at what your counterpart is telling you. So you mean... Hoo. Yes, of course. Everything the brave young lad has said is true. He's on a special quest, and Koholint's no regular island at all. If you'll allow me, I can explain everything. Who? Oh, thank the goddess. Finally, someone will actually explain something. What utter nonsense. I object to the presence of this animal in my courtroom. No way am I going to listen to testimony from an owl. Oh, so you've accepted everything else happening here, but not this? The defense demands the right to cross-examine the bird. Out of all the boneheads. Order. Allow me to share my opinion on this matter. Given the situation at hand, I see nothing wrong with allowing a bird to testify, unusual as it may be. Mr. Owl, please tell us all we need to know about the nature of Koholint Island. Hoot. Koholint's very existence, its very essence, hoots. Koholint's very existence, its very essence, hoots. It is tied to the windfish's slumber. As long as the windfish sleeps, the island cannot be escaped. Like a terrible nightmare. Young swordbearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of sirens and play the ballad that will wake the Great One. Hoots with the instruments all united, the windfish's slumber shall come to an end, and so shall Koholint. I didn't explain anything either. Ha. Just like I said, listening to this bird was a waste of time. Hoots. Perhaps that was not as clear as I'd hoped. Do forgive me. Over mystifying is a bit of an occupational hazard for our kind. What occupation? Professional owl? Please, if you have questions, I will happily answer. Who to? Well, when it seems to be all but begging to be cross-examined. Offense, please go right ahead. Well, let's start with the dodongos in the room. What the heck is a woodfish? The dongo? No, young counselor. You must be confused, Hoot. The windfish, the leviathan, is a huge whale. As far as Koholint is concerned, it has always been, and as long as Koholint is, it will always be. Right. A deity whale. I'd bring up the fact that whales are not fish, but at this point, I don't think it really matters. You know, I never thought about that. That is weird. What would happen if you did try? Why couldn't you just build a raft and try to sail away? Hoots. Truthfully, I do not know. Perhaps, no matter how long you sailed, the island would just never fade from view? The sea would never end like an infinite staircase until you turned around and found yourself back where you started in no time. Or, perhaps, you would just die. Yikes. That's a possibility? I admit, I thought about trying that a few times. Hoots. But there's one way to escape. Well, how does one obtain these elusive instruments exactly? Hoots, it's no simple task, to be sure. The instruments of the sirens sleep deep within temples scattered across the land. Great with monsters, traps, and other dangers. At the end of each, a formidable foul foe guarding a peace. Yes, Hoots. To obtain all the instruments, and your is to slay all those who corrupt the island from within. Slaying foes? That sounds like some kind of mass murder spree. It appears. Yes, it appears that our worlds may differ from each other. More significantly than I thought. I cannot feel him here. How strange. What in Din's name are you babbling about now, you feathered menace? Hoots, in our land, since the very beginning of time, an evil influence has permeated all. The king of evil, the demon lord Ganon. From the very dirt of the earth to even the first thought of an infant. If you dig deep enough, you will look closely enough, or if you look close enough, you will find his malice and hatred. The king of evil, Ganon? So he noticed too, huh? Could it just be a coincidence? Naturally, when I speak of vanquishing foes, I speak of his creations. Deeply rooted in the most immortal evil, these foul beasts' only goal are for their own survival and for the misery of others. Hoots. No being that's touched by Hylia's grace would object their destruction. It is as innate as our nature as breathing. And yet, here is a world without him. Is our world lucky to have been spared, or has ours been particularly unlucky? That I do not know. Perhaps this is even the very reason her grace has chosen this world to send us to. Do you have any idea what this is about? I think I do, actually. Really? I don't think it really matters for what we're talking about, though. Right. Shall we get back to the matter at hand, then? Why, hoots, of course. I was just musing aloud. Right. And I don't suppose making a noise any other way sounds would suffice. You know, just screaming into its ear or something? Hoot, 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 hoot. Of course not, my dear counselor. The windfish's sleep is not natural. A magical slumber like that can only be broken via magical means. Right. But what did you mean by the last part? Will something happen to Kohelet when the windfish wakes? Kohelet Island is a magical place born of the windfish's slumber. Once the Leviathan awakens, the magic keeping Kohelet in place will dissipate. You mean hoots, of course. When the windfish wakes, Kohelet Island or Kohelet will disappear, and nary a slight shall remain. What? Did you know about this? Well, truth be told, I suspected. Ah, clever lad, hoot. Yeah, surely you have noticed. The only shop in town selling nothing but tools and equipment, shopkeepers with magical powers, villages and villages of talking animals. Kohelet as a whole is unnatural. It is a place made of dreams and nightmares. Villages of talking animals. I must have missed that part. Well, what about the inhabitants, then? Where will they go when the island disappears? Where indeed? After all we've heard here, I think one thing has been made clear. My client has truly found himself in a life or death situation. This testimony fully corroborates that. On top of that, to escape the island, he must have had to go on a life-threatening quest. In order to survive this ordeal, he needed to be as well equipped as possible. The only way to get the needed equipment was from the store, which was charging exorbitant prices. These are all clear mitigating factors. And with that in mind, the defense asserts his punishment is far too severe. Indeed. This does paint the defense in a more positive light. It appears the thief might have been necessary. Appears the theft might have been necessary given this situation. Yes, that was easier than I thought. And it's still early enough to get back to sleep. The owl always used to annoy me a little, but it's really come to my rescue this time, hasn't it? Oots, I'm only here to help, lad. I feel there's no need at further prolonging this trial. While this court does not condone the defense's act in and for itself, I do not believe that he has been punished. Or I do believe now... Yeah. Jesus, can't read. I do now believe that he has been punished too harshly for it. And so this court finds the defendants... Objection! Old man, surely you don't mean to tell me that you've woken me up in the dead of night just to make a farce out of this trial. A farce? But, Mr. Dragmire, defense has just presented a rather compelling argument. Compelling? Don't make me laugh. Yes, he had a reason to do what he did. All criminals have reasons. That's no justification. It wasn't just any reason. Survival was at stake here. Was it, though? You. Bird brain. Who to? Yes, what is it? He said the defendant was to go visit a bunch of dusty old temples in search of the instruments. Tell me, were those instruments the only things in there? Hoots. No, I suppose they were not. Who? With with structures as old as those, you're bound to find things left by previous inhabitants. Why, who? Yes, I'm sure there would be a lot of treasure left in there too. I don't know. Treasure? Money? All that was within the brat's grasp. He could have easily gotten the funds to properly purchase the items he stole with only a little legwork. Wait a moment. It couldn't, or it would have been... It wouldn't be that easy. Those places were full of monsters and traps. Without any equipment, it would be too dangerous to go alone. Oh, how quickly you've gotten defense. Try to recall this flying menace's words from just a few moments ago. Young swordbearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of Siren and play the ballad that will wake the Great One. Yeah. Our little kleptomaniac had a perfectly good sword with him. He wasn't barehanded at all. No, all he was looking for was some kind of easy shortcut out of his predicament. Or maybe the little snake just wanted to keep all the treasure for himself. How dare you, I'm not some greedy treasure hoarder. Either way, the defendant might have had a reason for his theft, but I'd say that reason was likely nothing but selfish. Hoot. Hoot. He wanted to keep the treasure? Now, are you sure that's not even remotely possible? All of the treasure as part of Koholint would naturally disappear with it. Bah. That doesn't mean anything. The twerp might not have known that. Oh, come on now, just admit you're wrong. Now, this is quite the pickle indeed. Prosecution has brought up some good points, but so has the defense. Furthermore, we seem to be out of the testimony to discuss at this point. This will be a hard decision to make. Actually, that reminds me. There was something you kept bringing up in your testimony, Mr. Witness. Hoots, yes, what is it? You often mentioned that Koholint is like a dream or a nightmare. How literal is that? What are you going on about? Of course it's not actually. Oh, it is very much is. What? Hoots, I thought the point was clear. My apologies. Koholint only exists within a dream. We are in a dream right now too, in fact. Oh my. This whole trial isn't real? I should have known. This whole thing was just way too fantastical. Well then, now that we've made that clear, I'm just gonna go and wake up if you don't mind. Why, that might be the wisest thing you've proposed so far, defense. But of course, it's not going to be you waking up. I'm the real person here. I haven't the slightest idea how my mind conjured up this nonsense. Shouldn't have had that noble pursuit before bed. Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be the first time I've dreamt of the courtroom. It's never been quite this vivid, but I guess this old man has quite the active imagination. Meanwhile, my imagination's being a bit overactive right now, I guess. And I haven't even had any noble pursuits. Please wait. Huh? You can't. You just can't wake up. What about me? What about you? You're clearly just an invention of my mind, brat. But hey, you want a resolution? No problem. Judge, declare a guilty verdict right now. Prosecutor Dragmire refused to hand down a faulty verdict, even in my dreams. No, this won't do. I will just have to wake up now. Here goes. Strange. I don't seem to be able to. Hoot. Who, if I may interject? I've said this, or I've said that this is a dream, yes, but why would that mean that nothing here is real? I'll be quiet, you pile of feathers. I banish you from my dream. Be gone. What? What is this? Am I stuck in this nightmare? Well, naturally, only the one person here can actually control the dream. Everyone else is just along for the ride, so to speak. Your Honor, hear me? Jesus Christ. Are you actually... Alright. Are you saying everyone here is actually real, just sharing the same dream? Why, Hoot, of course. Her Grace chose one person to be the host, and then thrust the others into it. Preposterous. If this is all the Green Brat's dream, why doesn't he just remove his curse on his own? Preposterous? Not at all, my angry Gerudo friend. I never said he's the only one in charge. He came from the dream world of Koholint after all. Well, how did you wind up in someone else's dream then, you blasted buzzard? Hoots. Having battled the Ganon before, he is of particular interest to the Demon Lord. The Evil One saw an opportunity and forcefully shoved him into the dream of the Windfish, a dreamscape he has been subtly perverting with his evil for many years. He infested it with his own creations, twisted it into a dangerous place, and imprisoned his creator within. As a result, that is also why our green-clad friend cannot wake up normally. But this world is free of Ganon. Whoever the host of this dream is could indeed just wake up. Although I cannot imagine the goddess of Hylia would be very thrilled with that conclusion, having made all the effort to bring her chosen hero here. How do you know all of this? Hoots, why isn't it obvious? I myself am part of the Windfish's spirits. I could just stand idly by when the... And it shall muted. I could not just stand idly by when Hylia's own champion was dealt such a bad hand. And so I've tried to lead you to the 8 instruments, and I reached out to Hylia for help with this predicament. Hydrate, sure. You've ever. This is... I can hardly believe it. Well, who is it then? Who's the one controlling the stream? Hoot. That I do not know. That is something you'll have to find out for yourself. Whoever it is will have the final word in this trial. So that's it then? It all hinges on, at this point, who is this dream's Windfish? I must consider all the facts. Who is the one that Her Grace Hylia chose to control this dream? Could it be one of these people? None of them. Both Dragman and the Judge would have already conclusively proven they're not the host of this dream. Who does that leave? Maybe one of them? Owl, Shopkeeper? Neither. It can't be either the Owl or the Shopkeeper. They've each have ended the trial in their favor by now. If that were the case, they were in control. And I already know that Thief isn't the one in control, so who does that leave? I'm in control, it's me. I'm the host. It's me. I am the stream's windfish. That's it. There's no doubt about it. Well, what are you looking so smug about? Isn't it obvious? I just realized who must be the one controlling the stream. No, it can't be. I see you've realized it now too. Oh my. You mean you're the one? Well, let's give it a try, shall we? What are you? Oh my god. Hello everyone. Oh yeah, now this stream's getting good. Maryland? Defense? What do you do to Prosecutor Dregmeyer? Nothing bad, of course. I just ejected him out of here. He's probably waking rather abruptly right about now. I decided it'd be nicer to have someone more pleasant to deal with on the opposing side. Prosecution has nothing more to add. The defendant's totally innocent. I won't stand for this. You can't just give yourself an easier opponent. That's a shame. Oh, wait. We'll give the verdict now. I know of one good candidate. Huh? Jesus Christ. Oh, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Will the defendant please step up to the stand? Is this really okay? I thought the goddess wanted a fair trial. Actually, she requested no such thing. What? The way the judge put it, the only stipulation was that someone else decided your fates. Stated that someone else should determine whether the punishment was just or not to ensure her own bias would not affect the outcome. At no point did she specify how the decision should be made or how many people should be making it. That still feels like cheating. Well, there's one easy way to find out if it's allowed or not. The court finds the defendant. Wait, I'm not having this. My product was still stolen, you know. What kind of justice is... Don't interrupt me. Now then, once again, this court finds the defendant. Not guilty, Benny's free. Benny's free to go. You've done it, Benny. You've beat the allegations. So, let's see. Your name is Link. Oh, it's the same. Of course our names are the same. I'm not sure why you're surprised. In any case, I believe you should be getting back to your own world now. And no more stealing, you hear? Of course not. Never again. Glad to hear that. Best of luck on your quest. And with that, court is adjourned. I wonder if you were to actually have your data and you were to actually steal, if you would get like a different outcome and it being actually guilty. June 6, 422 a.m. Link's Legal Agency, Kakariko Village. Ugh. Oh, what? Where? The office? That's right. I stayed to catch up on work. I guess I must have fallen asleep reading case files. Man, what a crazy dream, though. What was it about again? I was in court, and then... Ah, darn. It's gone already. Can't remember a single thing. Oh well. Easy. Well, let me see. Can RetroArch do transfer pack? RetroArch. N64 transfer pack. I guess we could. Looks like blah blah blah. Click options, player one pack, transfer. Close the content, and then there will be two ways of loading. Rename the Game Boy save on the Game Boy ROM. Match N64 ROM file name, and have the 3 save. Okay. Oh, I'm curious. I'm gonna try to do this real quick. I mute this now, put on actuals, other stuff. I'm curious because I just want to see it say Benny. That's pretty cool if it will do that. I should saw my Link's Awakening data somewhere. Game Boy, or no, it'd be Game Boy Color. Let's see. Connect my PlayStation controller. Hopefully it doesn't crash OBS. I should have done this from the start. I didn't know it was gonna be this easy to do it. Let's see. Where is settings? Settings, controllers. Dual sense, set all, upright, left, down. A, B, start, select, LR. Apply, okay. Yeah, I still have my data. Is it the same resolution as RetroArch? Let me see. I don't think it is. Oh, it is. More or less. Let's see. I'm curious. If I steal something and I transfer over my thingy, will it actually make it different? Also need to capture audio. So quiet. Settings. Audio. Could that fix it? Was audio not capturing? Oh, there you go. Still super loud though. Enough. I am so far. How do you play this game again? I think it's this. Isn't that the Windfish song? Okay, that just takes me here. That's helpful. I don't think that would do anything. I think I'll just have to go there. Oh well. What have these painted to? They're not circle? Oh, yeah, there's back. Okay. Out of my way. I have things to go steal. I think it's left. I think this is a shop, right? Or no? Is it? No. I think it's the next one over. Yeah. Okay. So, how do I do this? What are you saying in this game? I don't even remember. I don't remember. How do you save in this game? I don't think it's an autosave. How do you save in this game? You can save by pressing A, B, start, and select simultaneously. What? Just hold the 4 buttons while spinning around. Face down. What? In order to save, you must press the buttons A, B, start, select all at the same time. If you hit select when on the item, you hit select while on the item screen, it'll take you to the second page, then the option is saving. You lied to me. You lied to me. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is A, B, start, select. Okay. So in theory, I should start there. Okay. Then I copy my save wherever it's saved in the simulator. Can I like go to like... Where do I find my saves? Tools, view logs. Game Boy printer reset. Where do I find my save? Settings. Paths. Hold up. Oh, game saves. Okay, that should be in the same spot then. So in theory, I go to games, ROMs, Game Boy Color. Okay, it's right there. Cool. So make a copy of the save. Link's Awakening OG save. So I'm gonna taint my save by stealing. I know it's gonna be quite the punishment I'm gonna get right now. as we just learned. I steal a heart. How do I... Can I not steal? I want to steal. Don't let me steal. I can't be a goon. How do you steal then? Or do it? No, I definitely have space for arrows. Okay, what if I just make a new save and then do this? Let me try that. I need to reset this. Set. Benny. Passport button. Password. Password button. Password. Oh, too fast. What do you want? Shut up. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go steal. Alright, give me the shovel. It's mine. Unless you can't do it in DX, maybe. Because this is the DX version of the game. Maybe you have to be on the base game. I think? Can you steal from shops? Let me see. You should be able to, I think. How to steal is the Reddit post. It's for the remake, though. Wait, what? Okay, so I guess it does work. I guess it does work that way. You actually have to go behind them. Okay, that's something I never knew. That's weird. It explains why it said that in the court case. So I saw somebody do it in the remake. And I imagine it would work the same, more or less. Stop turning! Maybe I have to research it more, how to steal. How does one become a thief? There you go. That's right, you got it for free. Are you proud of yourself? Yes, I am. I wasn't kidding when I said pay. Now it'll pay the ultimate price. Ah, he does just straight out kill you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've never known that. That's crazy. Okay, so now we're gonna do it again. But I'm gonna save it. Yeah, I would have never done this. I would have never known this was a thing. With how like tight the timing is for it. Okay, so now I save. If I can press the buttons. Okay. Close that. We're gonna go back on this. I need to get my saves real quick. In a second. My tainted saves. What did the Reddit post say? Or did I close it? I think I closed it. No, I didn't. Okay. I have to save it. I have to put it on where the game is. Zelda, OT, Hero of Law, paste. With all new Hero of Law. Hero of Law.gpc. And then Hero of Law.save. Okay. Game Boy Rom, Game Boy blah blah. In subsettings, go to RetroArch. Make sure you have a copy of your .srm save file and renamed. I don't know if SRM app. Save. Okay, you do need to save. Okay. For the main settings, core, main menu, submenus, load N64 transfer pack. Okay. Wait, I have to go to GameCube controller. Either my controllers not work. Give it to work. Settings, quick menu, controls, controller port 1. Wait, where's it? Quick menu options. Options. Core options? Manage core option, no. Packs. Controller pack. Transfer pack. Okay, but how do I load the game? Player 1, pack, transfer, then close content. There are 2 ways of loading. Reading Game Boy save and the Game Boy ROM with the match exact for example, blah. Should look like this, using submenu. Main menu, subsystems, transfer packs, download the save. Oh wait, can I just do that? If I go to main menu, load core, manage cores. Go to RetroArch, saves, make sure a copy of your save, blah blah. Okay, main menu, load core, load Mupin. It will load the core without content. Load transfer pack. That's so much work. Just to see the Benny as the name. So I can't press escape key anymore. Can't use any of my keys on this. Controller still works though. What did it say to do? Hold up, I just go to the Discord. Connect one of the Oracle games or Link's Awakening. Okay, the transfer pack. Go to settings, check save, blah blah blah. Okay. So I think I can just straight out restart this, right? And it'll work, maybe. I need to fix my controller. That way it actually picks up. What do I... DualSense, you... Is it port 4 or something? Okay, yeah, port 4. Port 4, nothing. 4, 5, nothing. 6, nothing. 7, nothing. 8, nothing. Okay. It now works. Okay. So, I think I could straight out load it, right? Maybe. I'm not sure if I were to get rid of it memory pack, if it would still keep my save. I'm not sure if RetroArch would handle it differently. I do this. Okay. This works best if Link is a thief in your Link's Awakening save file. Please insert a Link's Awakening bad into the transfer pack. Once done, okay. So I go to controls, view, or no. Where would I go for that? Core options? Packs. Transfer pack. Resume. No transfer pack is connected or nothing is inserted into it. How do you... In RetroArch, go to settings, saves, make sure that your Game Boy save files renamed. I go to the main menu, load core, blah, blah, blah. And this posted like 4 years ago, so surely it's like an updated one, right? RetroArch. N64 transfer pack. Let's see. Change the name to Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. Which is fine. I named it to Asia of Law, so they all match. Emulator setup. Load up the ROM using RetroArch core, then open up RetroArch main menu. Navigate to core options, pack/controller options, pack 1, set it to transfer. Now it's time to connect the N64 ROM and the Game Boy ROM save files. Close the running N64 game by navigating quick menu, close content. Okay. Close content in the main menu, navigate to load core. Load core. Load Mupin. In the main menu, navigate to subsystems. Transfer pack. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Transfer pack. Select the rename save. Okay. That should be in OT. Hero of Law. Oh. This is gonna work. Let's see. Now it again to subsystem, load N64 track. Wait, what? Navigate again. You should be in the folder, navigate to, and then select the Game Boy ROM. Okay. Yet again, navigate to subsystem, load N64 pack. That's time to select the N64 ROM. Okay. It's a lot of work. One last time, navigate to subsystem. There's a new option called Start N64 Transfer Pack. Jesus. Okay. Well, let's be worth it. We'll see. Is Benny gonna be on trial? Yeah, sure, it's fine, whatever. What do you mean no transfer pack connected? Hold up. Easy solution. I'm just gonna download a regular, not DX version of the game. Also, mine might not be I'm pretty sure mine's a vanilla cartridge. Just in case. One last time, one last attempt. If not, whatever. We'll try it again anyways, but... Unless they're disabled. Hold up. Did I go away? No, still transfer pack. Interesting. Let me do this real quick. I wonder if he would have the different tunic too, if you were that far in the game. And there's so many things I'd like to try, but I can't. It's because my save doesn't work, whatever reason. Where's Game Boy? Game Boy Advance, Game Boy. Link's Awakening. We'll do the 1.0 cartridge. Save. Open. Extract. Delete. Cut. Paste. Delete. Delete you. Delete save. And then we'll close you again. We'll open MGBA again. This monitor, drag you there. Full screen you. Audio. Fix audio. Settings. Why not loud? Man, I hate audio sometimes. Just doesn't want to work. There you go. Not sure why it's red, but red. Benny's gonna be a goon. Let's forward. Shut up. Put the fries in the bag. Might be some setting I've enabled that makes it red. It shouldn't be red. It should be black and white. Give me that shovel. Oh man, he's like hard locking onto me. Why are you like not delaying this time? Unless you can't steal this early. Did I go with my sword first? I might have to go with my sword first. Mr. Owl, it's you. Okay, surely now works. Okay, yeah, cool. Guess what? You get it for free. You're proud of yourself? Yes, I am. Okay. So I save and quit. Okay. It was all worth it. See. What's wrong with retro work? Oh, was I running something this entire time? I was messing with retro work stuff. Oh, it's kind of bad. I don't know what I did. We'll just quit. Or no, it's fine. Okay, let's see. So I have my save here. So I title it Hero of Law. Hero of Law.save. And all of this just for a bit. It'll be so funny if once it works. Well, if it works. Hero of Law save. Hero of Law GB. Hero of Law.z64. Start transfer pack. Please work. Oops, did I do continue? Oops. Wrong setting. Restart. They don't have to redo the transfer pack thing because of that. Okay, cool. Surely it works now. If not, then I'm doing the transfer pack somehow wrong. Which is fine, I guess, whatever. I hate you. No, it has to work. I made a new save. I made a new thingy. There's something I'm missing in RetroArch settings, I think. Let me see. Oh, there's two different guides. Should work. One last step, navigate the subsystem. There's a new option called Start at. Yeah, I already done that. The load game from the save, blah blah. You must have the save and respective, blah blah. You'll replace the name file with blah blah. Oh, I have to do the entire name? Hold up, that's probably why. This other guy didn't tell me that. Wait, did it? Oh, it did tell me that. Oops. Okay, that's my fault. Alright, one last time. Okay. So I have to do the entire name. Okay, not just the name of the game. Okay, this should work, I think. Download core, load core, open, subsystem load, parent, OT, hero of law, Z64 save, Z64 GB, and Z64 start. Surely this works. This will be amazing if it works. Oh well. I've done everything I could, I think. Right? Settings didn't reset. I'm back to memory. Open the core options. Yeah, transfer back. What if I set them all to transfer back? Transfer. Like, I feel like you should be able to set, like, which pack specifically has what save. But I don't know if there's a setting for that. I don't think so. Also, there's a trophy for this too, apparently. Well, there was when I started it up. And no save states. Load transfer pack, maybe? Wait, do I have to do that when I press A? Please insert. Load. Oh wait, no, same thing. No, that wouldn't work. I don't want to mess with the settings just to fix this, but same time I do, but same time I don't. Hmm. Oh well, I tried. We'll just have to like Photoshop Benny as the name or something instead. Plus, I didn't steal anything in my game anyways, so it wouldn't make sense I would be on trial. But Benny absolutely would, not me. Oh, that was fun. A lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. But to be fair, like half of it was me trying to figure out how to do the stupid transfer pack, which I did not figure out. Hmm. Now what? End stream, but anything else I should do? Or stream ends? I don't think so. Oh yeah, wasn't there a gameable fun to play before I got Map Rando? Was that it? I think so. That was it, right? I mean, I guess I could do map roundup, but not today. It's already late. I'll do map roundup maybe next time. Isn't that right, Wolfie? Actually, wait, when was the other game? What was it called? Ah, yes, Paradise Killers. Mr. High Parasite. How expensive is that game? Paradise Killers. All these. So how long is it going to be? Going to beat 11.5 hours for main story. That's kind of a lot of time. Considering Chibi Roll was supposed to be like, I think 15 hours, and that took me like an entire stream week. All Steam keys. But to be fair, I also played what was that game? One that Yellow Eye redeemed. Not Moonlighters, even though that was another one that he wanted me to play, which I don't know if I denied that one. Dead Cells, I think. I did play Dead Cells, but I never finished it. But it was fun. How expensive is this game? Let's see. I could buy it on CD keys for $1.19. But it's on sale on Steam for $20. Oh, hell yeah, let me get it on Steam then. I mean, for $1, and her, like, what? How long does it take to get that many Steam points? 75k, I think? 20 hours of watch time? Get Wolf to buy it? You know? The worst part is she would. Oh, I guess the funny part too. I mean, not bad. I'll just give it a try, maybe. Not sure when I'll do it, but eventually. I also want to play, like I said, the other games I saw on PlayStation too. But I'm gonna wait for other stuff to arrive. So I'm gonna try doing the other heart rate monitor, the one that's apparently more better, which is cheaper than the other one, which is funny. Because apparently it's like more accurate. So I'm gonna wait for that, and then what else? I'm not sure what else I want to play on stream. There's like series here and there that I want to try, but I don't know if I'll finish. Like Castlevania games. What else? There's some other ones I can't think at the moment. Castlevania, Clock Tower. Maybe the Mega Man games? Maybe? I don't know, I'll have to think about it. Because I'm not sure. Anyways, let me see who's doing what. You know, I could also play the Metro games, and I think about it. Maybe I should do that. Start with good old Nestroid. And all of its, I don't even know what. Bank Glory, I guess. There's only like one trick that I know in Metroid 1. And it's like a somewhat skip for stuff. So maybe I will play Metroid 1. And not even like the up-to-date version with the map and stuff. I want to be as lost as possible. And then have so many people backseat maybe. And yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do Metroid 1. Maybe next time or whatever. But let me raid... Probably Pluto. Pluto's playing some over-the-head game that kind of looks like Diablo or something. I'm not sure what it is. But Wolfie, better behave. Don't be weird. Well, if you're still here. Maybe you're not. Maybe you want to go... I don't know. I don't know what you do. Whatever you do. Well, that's end of stream. I'll stream tomorrow, maybe earlier. Maybe not. We'll see. So later on for now, Firebird, Wolfie. Dip, you're still lurking. Brown, you better be asleep. And anyone else in the chat, watching, chatting, lurking recently, whether on Twitch or YouTube. I appreciate it. Alright. Later on.